Maurice. That was Raymond Styons who got the foot stepped on. Bill Covington Jr. had a footstep.
When you're young and 18, you flash that Costco card if you have one. When you're young and 50, an AARP membership unlocks discounts for the rest of your life. Or does it? My name is James Lee. Welcome to my channel 5149, where I talk business, politics, and society. And today, let's talk about AARP. That's right, silver foxes and vixens beware.
To me, relationships matter. I've been with my doctor for 12 years. Now I know I'll be able to stick with him.
We love to travel, and there's so much more to see. So we found a plan that can travel with us anywhere in the country.
Join the millions of people who have already enrolled in the only Medicare supplement insurance plans endorsed by AARP.
Endorsed by AARP. Now, what does that mean? The assumption that I think most people have and that I have is that members pay $16 annually for their membership, and AARP pools those resources and negotiates on behalf of their members with service providers to get them the best deal possible, deals that wouldn't otherwise be available on the open market.
AARP is a nonprofit organization that drives social change. We provide trusted resources to help you live a fuller and good life at 50 plus, like free tax preparation through AARP Tax Aid, tips for saving money, courses on safe driving through AARP Driver Safety, and information that helps you care for yourself and your loved ones through our Caregiving Resource Center. We connect you to issues that affect you and your family. We also have tools that share important information on Medicare and Social Security.
Boom, it's a clear value proposition. It's a nonprofit advocating for people over 50 years old, offering resources, tools, discounts, guidance on important information, including Social Security and Medicare. But do they hold up their end of the bargain, or is this just a giant grift? Important context for today's discussion: when it comes to Medicare, there is original Medicare, but there's also something called Medicare Advantage. What's the difference? This is from the Times. Medicare Advantage, a private sector alternative to traditional Medicare, was designed by Congress 2 decades ago to encourage health insurers to find innovative ways to provide better care at lower cost. That is always how it's sold to us. The government sucks at healthcare. The private sector is so much more efficient, and they could do a much better job. Well, here's how that's going. Of the top 10 Medicare Advantage providers, 5 of them have been accused of fraud by whistleblowers, and 5 have been accused of fraud by the US government, and 8 of the 10 have overbilled their patients, according to the Inspector General. United Health Group right at the top with the trifecta. Honestly, at this point, it's typical insurance industry shenanigans.
If you're eligible for Medicare, you may know it only covers about 80% of your Part B medical expenses. The rest is up to you. Call now and find out about an AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company.
All right, you see that linkage between AARP and United Health. Now, if AARP does what they say they are supposed to do, which is to advocate for their members, one might think they would probably rethink their partnership, or maybe should rethink their partnership with United Health. AARP's motto is, quote, to serve, not be served. But that position hasn't prompted AARP to sound the alarm on the privatization of Medicare benefits, even after an April report from the Inspector General of the Department of Health and Human Services found that 18% of claims denied by Medicare Advantage plans should have been covered. AARP has also refused to cut ties with United Health, its Medicare Advantage partner, even as evidence has mounted that the insurer isn't focused on empowering consumers. In 2017, for example, the insurance company was sued by the Justice Department for overbilling Medicare. AARP's standalone Medicare prescription drug benefit program has also been racked with high premium increases, making it one of the most expensive national plans on the market, according to a recent investigation from the Wall Street Journal. So we got more expensive coverage in some cases and sketchy business practices. I would think that by continuing to partner with United Health, AARP would maybe be running the risk of ruining their reputation. But that's not the game, is it? AARP's 2020 financial statement, the latest available, reports just over $1 billion in royalties. That's more than 3 times what it collected in member dues, just over $300 million, according to the report. Of the royalties, $752 million were from unnamed health products and services. And there it is, a clear-cut signal of who AARP works for. You may assume it's the due-paying members who have put their faith and trust into the organization, but no, AARP actually does the bidding on behalf of their corporate partners, aka corporations like United Health Group. AARP doesn't detail how this business relationship works or how companies are vetted to determine they are worthy of the group's coveted seal of approval. But its financial reports to the IRS shows that AARP collects a total of about $1 billion annually in these fees, mostly from healthcare-related businesses, which are eager to sell their wares to the group's nearly 38 million due-paying members. And a paid AARP partnership comes with a lot. AARP promotes its partners in mailings and on its website, and the partners can use the familiar AARP logo for advertisements in magazines, online, or on television. And that, I think, is a big problem in the dealings of the modern day private sector, the commodification of everything, meaning the process of converting human, social, or cultural value into market value. In this case, taking an institution like AARP, which I think used to stand for something, and then turn that into $1 billion worth of meaninglessness. And there is a certain measurable societal cost that's incurred by doing this. A New York Times review of dozens of fraud lawsuits, inspector general audits, and investigations by watchdogs shows how major health insurers exploited the program to inflate their profits by billions of dollars. The government pays Medicare Advantage insurers a set amount for each person who enrolls, with higher rates for sicker patients. And the insurers, among the largest and most prosperous American companies, have developed elaborate systems to make their patients appear as sick as possible, often without providing additional treatment, according to the lawsuits. As a result, a program devised to help lower healthcare spending has instead become substantially more costly than the traditional government program it was meant to improve. Once again, typical insurance industry shenanigans, this time with a huge impact in terms of wasting taxpayer dollars while not providing the proper care to patients. And soon, more than half of Medicare will be privatized, according to the New York Times. So lots more money coming down the pipeline. I believe it is no accident that AARP no longer stands for the American Association of Retired Persons, because the organization doesn't stand for anything anymore. It's just AARP. ARP means nothing. And I guess the last thing I want to say is that AARP selling out to private insurance is how trust in institutions erode, right? They're supposed to be there to protect and advocate for senior citizens. Yet, they choose to sell out to a corporation like United Health, who, despite the name, do not care if the country is united, nor do they care if the country is healthy. The only thing they care about is advancing the goals, specifically the financial goals, of United Health. That is it for me this week. Thank you for watching. I know most of the viewers here are probably younger, but regardless of age, do let me know what your thoughts are about AARP in the comments section below. Also, I want to take the time to say that it takes a lot of effort, a lot of time to produce these videos. So please, if you enjoyed it, take a second to like this video, share it. In this case, share it with your grandparents. Subscribe, hit that notification bell icon. As always, thank you so much for your time. I'll see you next week.